May thy knife chip and shatter.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
Hello, Jay here. Gonna be a little short today, but hey, I threw in a bonus video. This is fresh after the recording of, you see, today is the 4th. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's probably like 5 or 6 hours after, well, 4 hours after I put out my, an exhibition and faith video, so not really feeling heavily thrilled to do editing today. I would like to relax and kind of hang out some, spent a fair bit of time on that last night and then this morning, and it came together okay. Some parts I'm not happy with, but whatever. I have so many files that I really need to organize them, and I'm going to start organizing them. So after I get done with this recording and upload this video, I'm going to completely unload my gallery and restart, and then start sorting things because it's way too unorganized. This matchup I'm not particularly fond of. This is what I like to call Titus Face. It's a Smork aggro rushdown variant using the Warlord talent of Titus a lot. Prayer's pretty good on 1 against this build. It's hard for him to break the shield, and you just gain 2 faith off the single 2 energy card. We've got a pretty stellar hand. I'm going to go ahead and pop this. The reason why is I'm going to target me instead of the troop, because his talent can give blast, which can hit us in the crossfire, and we're trying to get 2/3 faith to cast our Sacred Rose on time if we find one. So this matchup's pretty fair. The games where you get to Erica talent 9 are the games where it's really easy to win. Once you hit that 9, the bridge is basically crossed and you don't lose from it. But getting to 9 can be difficult sometimes if they curve out well. Maybe not harboring the talent so much in the early game, playing troops and whatnot, but looks like he didn't have any of those. We're just going to stick some troops, position well with the Seraphim so we don't get hit by the blast effect of his talent, and continue to pray, trying to reach that 9 as quick as possible. And it's been a wild past couple days. Primaris Interceptor coming down. Right to rest though, pretty dead draw. Clear this out with, ooh, play mistake. Meant to use the range attack, he used melee instead. Lost a health on the Crusader because of that. That's a pain. Angels of Death. Pretty good card. Gonna allow him to clear this up pretty frequently. Trade off with the Seraphim, I'm guessing. Yeah. Sitting pretty at 6. Gonna cast the Astrid here. Give it an additional health. This way he has to use his Warlord and 2 troops to trade into it. We gain a shield in the meantime, so we're safe from blast. Expecting to go to 7 faith on this turn. Got the Celestine to come down next turn if we're really looking to curve out, but I would probably guess we're not going to do that. That is a scary card. Terrifying, in fact. Oh wow, that got big quick. Bring back the Astrid with Rites of Rest though. Sitting at 7 faith. Amalia for positioning. Destroy that troop and get that the heck out of here. We want none of that in our life. Looking to go to 8 this following turn, and with the relics in hand, this game's looking pretty wrapped. I imagine that she would have to draw pretty hot for us to falter here. Gather the company. I don't believe I've seen that, nor do I know if it's standard in this archetype, so card is somewhat new to me. See how he replies. Warlord talent, as expected. Refill 2 energy, okay. Ghost 3. Devastator Doctrine. A lot of blast. Clears the Amalia, damaging the Astrid. Cast the relics, go to 11. Heal up this girl, heal up both of us, and permastone. And this is why when you are running this one-dimensional archetype, very like solid one direction, it's sometimes hard to crawl out of a position when they have lock pieces like this on the opposing side. Definitely makes it somewhat difficult. Not a real big fan of one-dimensional gameplay. Not very engaging in my opinion. Opponent sees the writing on the wall, says, no thanks, I'll go next. This game was an absolute my fault blunder of the century. I had my phone in my hand and I had it slipped and accidentally hit an end turn. I feel this game was completely winnable. Definitely my fault, and like I said, I am not here just to showcase wins, so we're gonna walk through this one and realize the shame. Might as well put this out on the internet for everyone to see forever. Debating hard on the Battle Sister or the Prayer turn 1. Looks like we're going for Prayer. It doesn't matter. Stormcaller can clear it anyway, regardless. Just one of those painful facts of life. See how this kind of works itself out. Let me guess. Oh, you don't say. This play pattern is old at this point. I see this a lot every day, and it's fine. It's just okay, maybe it's not fine, but we're working through it. We're doing our best, okay? We're gonna play regardless. It doesn't matter if people are going to abuse game mechanics to farm wins. We are going to do our best regardless, and that's just how we're gonna be. So, orbital defenses, blood claw or living lighting. Oh, okay, hunting wolf. Not even. Huntmark proc. Hyrule Priest into Murderous Hurricane. The amount of pressure this deck provides is absurd. It's very wild. Gonna go ahead and slam the relics. Getting faith while we can. We do have the DI, so if we find the second relics, or things go pretty okay, maybe he has a dead turn or runs out of steam, we might be alright. Breaks the prayer, as figured. Sacred Rose. It'd be great if I put shields on these. Oh wait, the absolute panic of this shield. It even registers that I tried to cast, but I did slip my phone and fell out of my hand while I was playing, somewhat intoxicated, and yeah, end turn button, no shields. The sad thing is like, we'll look at this and follow it through. We'll just go from here. We'll talk about it as it happens. Alright, removes one. Got the Bjorn Shrine. So, not good, but we're going to try and recover. Alright, we're going to use the other sister to clear this, so it doesn't get another trigger off. Rhino is pumping troops in the meantime. This game did feel like I could have recovered from it, but as things develop, it just gets shadier and shadier. Definitely a my fault, oops, my bad situation. Alright. Ooh, uses one of his removal spells to proc Huntmark. Only to have Tide Wolf come down and smack it. The craziest thing is that he cleared, or nearly cleared, both troops. It's just absurd to me. Gonna put a shield on this, don't expect that to live. I am going to put a health on the Celestine. I figured out that the more health you have on that unit, the better off it is. So I'm going to play her. We did draw the second relics. We just have to get to 8 faith. Some thought, definitely thinking this one out. Alright, Hunting Wolf. Procs that. Hunter's Guile. Hunt Mark triggers. Both go on that unit. That's lovely. Throws out the Wolf Priest. Gets the proc there. Heals a little. Alright. Drawing the Zephyrum Superior. Casting second relics. Going to throw out the Celestine here. Throw another health on this and use Saint Celestine to clear the Wolf Priest. Game is looking promising. Just have to get to 8 faith. Maybe there's a possibility. If I get to 9, I'd feel super comfortable. 8's kind of like the bottom out point. That's where your Exorcist and your DI have a little bit of strength. Drop pod. That's a thing. Alright, where do the procs go? Mixed bag. Gonna use a piece of hard removal. That's the second and last one he has. So that's good to see. That means he can't remove Triumph if we find it. Oh wow, right off the top. Celestine back in the bag. Ping off one of these troops. Going to put another health on her and try again. Really bargaining to get to that 8 faith. Raid tactics. Ouch. Hunt Mark proc breaks the prayer. Gets a raid tactics proc. He's at such a high life total. I wonder if he does damage to that just to keep the regen down. We knew the Living Lightning was coming. Put it to 1. Does put it to 1. Must be nice to just be at a place where you can take 7 damage on your Warlord and not even kill the troop. It must be nice to be able to afford to make that trade. That's how much resources are available. It's absurd. Alright. Going to use Faith to clear off this troop. Pray here. Draw Sister Repentia. Kind of dead. Gonna drop the Preacher. Hopefully this sticks around for a turn. Not attacking with Saint Celestine. Want it to regen. Make him waste that attack so that he doesn't get the kill. Or at least make it harder for him to remove, I suppose. Alright. Apparently there are some wolves barking. Raid tactics proc. Bjorn the Fell-Handed hits the field. We need a solution to this, and that is the issue. He does find the clear on the Celestine. Even has the Tide Wolf to break open and get rid of that. Awkward sequencing, but okay. We have to drop DI to kill Bjorn, or we're dead on the backswing. So let's do that. Pick off this wolf. Sister Repentia. Doesn't matter if I put a health on that. He's going to cast Living Lightning regardless. Figured I would just draw the troop and put a health on myself instead. Alright. Raid Tactics proc. Yeah, at this point I notice I'm going to lose 3 health off this, and then he's going to have a board that I'm going to struggle with, and I say no go. I'll just go next and save some time. This game was very slim. Maybe if we had the double prayer, we could have gotten additional faith, and some of that would have patched through, but too late, too little. Doesn't matter. On to the next one. Guess who it is? It's our favorite character. I wish I could show you guys less games of this, but it's really all I encounter every day, day in and day out. I'm going to play only a set amount of games each day, and I'm trying to mix it up, but it just happens so frequently. This is right after the last game, and I'm extremely frustrated. So our hand's looking cool. I like this. 2 pair. I don't know how many of you play poker. I'm not too good at it, but I like it, so. I'm gonna throw a shield on this, as well as pray ourselves. Have it up to 4 health. He needs a ferocity trigger to break the shield in order to cast his talent to remove that. Alright, going to talent first. Living Lightning. This breaks my prayer, breaks the shield. So now he needs a Blood Claw. Ooh, are we lucky? We're not lucky. Okay, whatever. Sometimes it happens, you know. It turns out Shock is pretty good. Going to throw another faith or another prayer down here. This time I'm not playing the preacher. I'm hoping that I can save it for a later game and develop the Crusader lock, possibly. Revere comes down, gonna cycle. Hiram Priest into Murderous Hurricane. Yeah. I think we've all seen this enough times to know what's happening here. Draw the DI. Kind of awkward. Just going to go ahead and Relics. Get that out of the way. 4 Faith is nice to have. It gives you the removal with your talent, so you deal a full 3 damage. And you're able to pick things off and get rid of stuff as you need it. We'll see how his 5E turn develops. That is a big troop. Me not wanting to deal with this pressure, figured I would take a tempo DI, I'm guessing. Because that is 7 health troop. That thing is going to deal 12 to me if I let it. Yeah, I was like, a tempo DI seems better than taking 12, because going to 13 against this faction does not seem like the out. I took the one path I had, and I think that was probably the correct play. Otherwise, I would have had to deal 3 damage to it with talent, and then it was going to hit me for at least 6, so. He happens to drop another big boy. Drop out Addie. Put a health on her. Keep in mind this guy's like 1,000 MMR below me. So this is extremely frustrating when games go like this. Not that I can't get beat by players that are up and coming, just that Space Wolves is really strong. And a lot of people are getting carried to higher rank because it's really strong. And I'm running into it a lot, because it's everyone matters. So, this one's rough. I don't know if I have a way to remove that. I'm gonna try. Ugh, 2 armor. Gnarly. Yeah. How do you deal with that at this point? I don't even think that card is standard in the Spaceballs list. We are going to stun it down and keep it locked. But I mean, like, I don't think that card's standard. And I don't think that this list is particularly well constructed, and maybe that's just my opinion. No hark on the player or anything. I'm not, like, ragging on him. I just think that I don't think I see this card very often. And it doesn't matter what he played. It just matters that there's so much tempo gain with the amount of removal that it puts him in a crazy position to be able to make plays like this. It's absurd. Out comes another gigantic tree that I don't know I can deal with. And looking at my hand, knowing I've already burnt my DI, I don't have an out at all. We can pin 1 down, but this thing is going to crack us for 9 over 2 turns and we're going to lose. So I wouldn't be surprised if I saw the concession pretty shortly. We're going to at least attempt. Not looking hot. Yeah, I play this Sacred Rose. I'm like, can I do this? This is 1, this is 1, and then I prayer to melee it, and it dies, and then I take...
He would not allow this.
No, I don't even. Yeah, don't even. I could have prayed to melee it and maybe bought another turn. I think I was just incredibly frustrated, but anyway, this is all I have, so same as usual. I will try and find some better videos and perform better tomorrow, but yeah, wish me luck on not running into Stormcaller anymore. Save me. Anyway, see you guys later.
The blood of martyrs is the seed of the Imperium.
I gotta get one of those.